Welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. This is the OttoMing campaign with me, Perry.
And with Keb.
And we resume as I just got sucked into an alliance war. Woohoo!
Just a small one.
Yeah, you're at the point where nothing in the game can hurt you. I'm at the point in the game where still most of my neighbors can. That's one of the significant differences.
Well, I can't really argue with that.
Let's see. Attacks. All that work to get out of debt, only to require a new loan. The Diviate's army is now wiped out. Or maybe not.
Oh, did they suddenly
They actually
build another?
no. They actually won the battle I thought they had lost.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah, they broke the combined army of the bad guys. My fleet.
British Mexico, internal conflicts.
Oh, standard AI going after me.
Yeah, British Mexico might fall apart here. We'll see. Yeah, now I can see your Californian colonies. And there goes Gujarat as well. Into civil war.
That's better. Really, Ericon? You fell for that? Now to take the most despised province in the game. Kale.
I don't know. There might be a Brussels one someday.
I'm sure it sprouts over someplace. We're gonna chase you. I could have swore I had I have another army, I just didn't bring it south.
Yeah, I forget that the fort's large now, so I need more than my default size army. Whoops. The siege just ticking along without actually getting anywhere. So where is Knight's army, if they have one?
I am so tired of these, whoever I'm fighting having magically better armies than I have.
Well, Thaya is pretty solid, though. They start with... Don't they start with infantry combat ability? I forget.
Yeah, but even Arakan, it's just like...
No.
Yeah, and IFA's got force marching already. Another one of the ones where it's like there's no point in... Because, I mean, they're... Yeah, I'm dealing with 90,000 enemy soldiers.
There's no good way of dealing with that other than attrition, sadly. And that's been nerfed quite a bit.
Yeah, no, it's... Oh, for the... And my those big ships that I built just all got sunk because of attrition. Didn't realize I was parking them out of range. The combat engine in this game can die in fire.
I guess I didn't have an army.
Yeah, and I guess one of the battles Dai Viet lost. Their army retreated to Beijing.
Okay.
But again, it's more.
Yeah.
It's more of. It's just the incompetence of whatever team is at EU4 when it comes to the combat routine. It's either incompetence or just made to be player hostile. There's no other real way to look at it.
There we go.
Of course, now I'm going to be pursued to death.
If your forts are level 2, they're probably just...
Well, they're not at level 2. I don't have the money for that.
Yeah, because then they'll... If they have... I
Well,
don't
again, it's
remember what tech level.
just the... This is the point usually where I turn off the game and delete the save and move on with life. Because it's not fun. I'm sure there are people that are watching this and are like, oh yeah, that's the fun part of the game. And it's like, those people need therapy. They need to lay down on a couch and explain where it was on their body that their parents touched them as children, and they need to basically get therapy. Because it is messed up.
We declared the wars here. Let's... Styria is one war leader. Styria versus Austria. Styria is winning. Who's on Styria's side? Ferrara, Sardinia, Naples. Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
after all of that, IFIA still has 80,000 soldiers in the field. My manpower will be depleted after I regenerate.
It's time to take a few loans and work up then, I guess.
Yeah, I don't...
Of course, this...
That works for the Ottomans.
Six, 2.3. There we go. Looks like British Mexico is fracturing.
That doesn't help me. Yeah, there are absurd number of hostiles running out at this point. Yeah, it's their army. Their combined army at this point is 100,000.
Yikes.
Thank you.
Moral support. I just saw you hired 55 mercs. So,
It's again, it's not gonna change a darn thing out here. That thing is, this has been broken since EU1, and I don't know why I keep coming back to this.
well, think of it this way. They not just recently announced that they're willing to mess with a tech system. So,
No,
next expansion, you never know.
Yeah,
The one
but,
after.
yeah, but the underlying philosophy is not going to change, which is basically being hostile towards the player.
Well, yeah, that's probably true because they've always added mechanisms to curb the player.
There's a difference though between curbing the player and being and that's the thing they just don't seem to wrap their brains around. Is you can make it challenging for the player without going and punishing someone for actually like taking the time to buy your product.
Not to scare you, but I have a suspicion that Stellaris is starting to shift in that.
Oh,
way
I
as
know,
well.
I know. And if it does, I'll probably just delete it like it should.
Because one of the changes they made in the last patch, and that's one that's been very much contested on the forums, and that's that you no longer have to occupy something you want in a war. And that basically means that if your subject or your friend or your ally, anyone that's your protectorate or anyone you're guaranteed, these nations, if they drag you into a war and they lose, they'll give away your stuff, even if you haven't lost control of it.
Yeah, they're going to go through several bad iterations just because they're kind of in panic mode right now.
Yeah, but we've seen that in other games too, that they've flipped. We saw that also in early U4, how they constantly switch back and forth on aggressive expansion.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly new. I assume it's because there are internal contests about it. I have sneaking suspicion that there are two separate philosophies within the company.
Oh, there's one more than that.
But still. The game is what it is, and we'll have to play it as is.
I mean, a lot of it just start being active and just mob the damn stuff out. If they can't make their game the way it should be made, then yeah, this is just insane. The sheer number of troops they have. I'm actually beginning to think there's more cheating done by the AI in this game than Wiz lets on.
Well, we know they don't pay for forts pretty much, or rather border forts, but that's pretty much all forts in the game. And I assume they pay considerably less in maintenance, both of troops and in buying troops. I pretty much have to assume that, because the AI will build up to force cap. And I can't possibly see that being done in the financial situation most of these states have. So they have to have... I believe the manpower pool is probably right, but everything else
I think under the hood they've taken some shortcuts, and I think as I play the game more, it's kind of showing. But also, at no point do I think the will their pride let them go ahead and admit that that's what's going on. But again, this is the same reason that I don't trust Stardock to make a game. Stardock's significantly more blunt about it.
Yeah, I haven't played the latest Galciv. I meant to, but I haven't had time.
Well, the sad thing too is this is actually kind of pathetic because it's easy to avoid. And I know this is where Wiz would speak up, oh, you haven't made a game, so you don't know what it's like. Well, actually, I've worked on designing a game. So I can't speak up. And yeah, Bengal declared war on me to take a piece of land from one of my vassals, and of course, Daiviet stood down in that war. Now I'm at war with Delhi.
Yeah, I saw them rivaling you, and I assumed that would be bad. They have tons of mercs. Last I checked. Yeah, they have 44 mercs, so half their army is mercs. Not that it matters. But still.
Yeah, I think we're going to stop a little early here because this is just frustrating and pointless.
Okay. No, that's fine.
So
again.
Yeah. Take a break, catch your breath. We'll come back to this in the future.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for watching, people. We'll hopefully see you again soon.
Probably.